As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the AAC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Washington Huskies return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. The give to the single back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
I tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end run.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Nunez. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Huskies get enough for the 1st down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the App State Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Grove. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
As a quarterback, that's why I love the slant throw, because it can work third and short. It can also work third and medium. By the time the receiver catches that ball, he's by the sticks. It's a great play to go out and execute against a lot of different defenses and a lot of different down distances.
And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Pulls and fires complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Appalachian State!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to get... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. 29 Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Can anyone catch him? And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. That pass is incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
Washington, 14, App State, 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Frank. Running with power. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Power football with the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. 3rd and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. and Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frank. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll go to the ground. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Makes the catch. It's Frank. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old...
And he breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got his man quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you got to stop the run.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes his connection. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Miles. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On the option. Now the pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as Appalachian State offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently nowadays going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. On the option. The pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
All right, man, I'm going to find that horseshoe somewhere. The offense now 4 for 4 on fourth downs. Are you kidding me? This luck will run out. I will find that horseshoe. Defense, just stay positive, keep aggressive, keep attacking.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll toss it to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Wants to throw. It's Nunez. Unloads it left. It's complete. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. Touch pass on the right. Oh, what a move. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to the air one more time. This time it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
He's going to pass. Getting some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
He's got his man.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. This fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game when you toss it.
They'll go right back to the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him one. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Give to the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is when an offense really makes their money. Like when you can be a team that they know you're running the football, you know you're running the football, but you can still get little chunk plays right here. And most importantly, with the lead, keep that clock ticking.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's McNabb. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. From the red zone, looking for a man. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, App State.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Makes the grab on the left, and he'll be brought down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Washington! And the beatdown has ensued.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Complete to the right. All kinds of running room. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.
There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Huskies. And the pummeling has started. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Go straight ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Nunez. Got his man in the middle. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Quarterback moving. Got it! And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Washington, 63. App State, 37.
When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to